welcome to the latest video in the TimeCatchApp video series. In this video, I'm going to talk about successor tasks. The number one scenario in which you would want to use successor tasks is when you have a sequence of tasks where the output of one task becomes the input of the other. You can automate this process using successor tasks. You automatically get dates that are aligned to the end dates of the predecessor tasks. You can share information between tasks or choose not to if you do not want to share. And you also get email notifications. All successor task users will get email notifications 3 days prior to the start of their task date and another notification on the actual start date. So you get plenty of reminders that a task is coming up for which you are responsible. Let me show you how this works. I have created a project here called Project Successor Tasks. And I have the automatic default task there. I click that big red button to add a successor task. So successor 1. And then I am going to say share documents with successor. And I create the task and then I upload a document here. So successor 1 has been uploaded and the document is right there. Now, successor 1 is ready to clock in along with the default task. They both start today. In order to create a successor task, now I do not click on the task button. I click on the successor on the first task. Then I edit the task. And then I say share documents. And I add successor 2. I'm going to make it a new task. And then I'm going to call it successor 2. I do not want successor 2 to share, so I'm not going to click that. And I create the task. I save the successor. And one last step that is not in the usual task creation is I have to remember to go down and update the task, since this is a modification of successor 1 task. So when I go back to the dashboard and I look at the task, you will see I now have a successor 2 and it has the document shared from successor 1. Notice its start date is the end date of successor 1 and its default end date is a week from the start date. So now I'm going to add a successor 3 and I'm going to do a slight modification of adding an existing task rather than creating a new task. So I edit the task and I'm not going to share documents. I add the successor task. I'm going to pick it from an existing task. And I pick a project and I pick the task and I save it. And then again, I have to remember to update the task. So when I go to the dashboard now, I should have that task there. Go to the end, go to project successor task, and there is successor 3. It's waiting. And it has the right dates. This is a quick way of setting up your successor template. Now, this template was not hard to set up, as you see, but having done this work, future templates are a cinch. It just takes seconds. All you have to do is go to the project and in the pull-down menu, click duplicate. And then you will get a dialog box asking you if you want to duplicate tasks as well. Say yes, and you have a copy of that project. And you can use this template for other projects. All you have to do is change the name, adjust dates, and permissions to share or not share information. We are always working hard to give you, the contractor, consultant, small business, or users, the best features we can offer. Successor tasks will greatly help you with these sequential task management and make your time pay right away. Happy time catching!